I swear to God, I live in the noisiest part of the world or something like that. Hi guys, welcome to As Versus. Good to see you today. My name's Jamie. This is a Music Prose Poetry vlog, and today I want to talk a little bit about live streaming with you in terms of being a musician. So to begin with, we understand the impact that COVID-19 has had on a lot of the touring musicians, that they would make their money through touring, through selling merchandise. I did myself for a good 5 years back in the 2011, 2012 era, that sort of span of time. Yeah, from about 2008 till about 2014, maybe, something like that. And we were able to self-sustain our band and business that way. But since, the lockdowns come along, socially isolating, socially distancing ourselves, it seems like we are not able to have gigs in the same way anymore. Venues are closing down, tour packages are being disrupted, people's livelihoods are being affected, as we all know from reading that on the news and whatnot. So obviously the advent of live streaming is going to be an important thing, not just group chatting, but performances, music performances, live performances. I think it's a cool thing. I think it's something that puts all musicians, whether you're a commercially successful musician or whether you're just starting out, on a level playing field somewhat. I think it's like prime real estate in a lot of ways. And I'm kind of curious to know what you think about it. Can you let me know down below in the comments what your views are on live streaming and live streaming live music? Do you think it will translate well? Or do you think it needs to be executed in a physical space with other people around you to enjoy the energy? Does it matter what style it is? For example, if you were to live stream electronic dance music, DJ set, like Boiler Room, for example, or I don't know, anything from Wigan Pier or something like that, as opposed to a hardcore band or a punk band performing, do you think that the vibe, feeling, emotion, energy translates the same way in live streaming? Do you think that live streaming is the way forward? I myself, I'm a little bit on the fence. I think that there is a lot of potential in live streaming, but I guess being brought up in terms of going to see live music, it's almost like going to the cinema to watch a movie. It's like a special event, I think. So I think there is space for it in the same way that vinyl music exists in a digital and streamable landscape. I don't think I'd ever see live music in the physical way being replaced ever by live streaming completely. But hey, I can't predict what's coming down the line. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share those thoughts with you in terms of live music, in terms of live streaming. Because, live group chats is a big thing at the moment with the Zoom app. I haven't used any sort of face chatting app for a long time. I think the last time that I used it properly, Skype was still the rage. I think that was 2012, 2013. I tell a lie, actually. I might use like FaceTime for loved ones who are far away, but I'm not a massive enthusiast of it myself, I guess, in a lot of ways. I do enjoy my own privacy somewhat when I'm not creating, I think, there's a lot to be said for that. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick video just to pitch the idea out there and to see what you thought about live music in a live streaming capacity. Can it be successfully integrated into our culture going forward. It seems to be so far. Will it replace live music in a physical space? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Engage in the conversation. It's always good to hear what you have to say. And thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you're doing all right wherever you are in the world. And of course, I'll see you in the next video. Take care of you, yourself, and the important people in this life. Bye-bye. Hi guys, and welcome to As Versus. My name's Jamie and this is a Music Pros Poetry vlog. Great to see you today. Just thought I'd steal a little bit of time away before I begin my day. Gosh, that rhymes. Today I want to talk about house parties and a few tips for touring musicians. It's mainly aimed at beginners or beginning to tour bands who might have been invited to the infamous house party situation. Just a couple of things that maybe I could impart that might help you. Okay, so house party situation is very different from a gig at a bona fide venue, I guess. It's a lot more informal, it's a lot more chaotic, it's very fun, it's very, very cramped. It involves dealing with a lot of different personalities. Not always a positive thing either. You might meet some people who are completely out of it, or people who are in a negative headspace, and the music is creating a negative vibe for them. So, and you get other people who are really enthusiastic, who want to talk at you for forever. You get people who just want to enjoy the house party and socialize with their friends and peers and stuff like that. So the house party brings a lot of people together, and you as the entertainment must provide entertainment. So a few tips to help you stay okay and for you to retain your gear and money and stuff like that. Okay, know that the environment is going to be very cramped wherever you set up. Make sure that you always have a person watching your merchandise, a person watching your backline, whether it be drums, gear, guitar gear, pedals, that type of things, because they can go missing very quickly. Someone will inevitably mess around with your stuff. So either leave them in the van until it's time to play and load them all in through the barrage of people, or set them up somewhere quiet and safe in a spare room and have someone watch the gear the entire time. Getting paid situation can vary. Some places, some house parties I've played over the years offer you a good amount of money, and then when it comes time to get paid, that's kind of forgotten about and you don't end up getting paid. And other times the person will pay you up front before the night even begins, which is cool. Those are awesome promoters, and they should be applauded for their great promotional work. If you're playing in a place and there are neighbors, it's fairly certainty that there's going to be noise complaints. There's a certainty that they're going to ask you to turn the volume of the music down, turn the drums down. That's another one I've heard. That there might be police intervening. So suss out the situation with Google Maps beforehand, maybe as well. I don't know. So that you're aware of what you're going into. Usually when it comes to accommodation and a place to sleep for the night, the host or the promoter will offer you a spot to crash on the floor of the house somewhere. But if you have a van, I highly recommend sleeping in your van if you can, because it's going to be easier to fall asleep without getting interfered or having your stuff messed around with. And yeah, I'm going to cut to like a 20-second clip of us playing a kitchen show in Portsmouth in the UK, just to finish it off and just to show you how packed it was. You can see me crowd surfing into the gig via the kitchen. So I'll play that now. I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you in the next video. You take care of you and the important people in your life. Thanks. Bye bye. Hi guys, and welcome to As Verses. My name's Jamie, and this is a music prose poetry vlog. Great to see you today. Hope that you're keeping as well as can be, and thanks for stopping by. Today I haven't really got too much in my head in terms of a subject in hand. I guess maybe I wanted to talk a little bit about the current situation and the influence it's probably having on us all. Musically, I suppose. You know, it's like the 70s birthed the punk movement in a lot of ways because of the mass political and economic situations that were shifting in the US, in the UK, across the world in many facets, really. That really birthed that punk movement that's carried on through so many decades, still to this day. It's a term that's used to describe a style of music. There's an ethos, a lifestyle, a mindset for so many years, for so many people. I wonder what living through a pandemic will birth. Will it birth a revolution? Maybe a revolution of compassion? Will it birth a new style of music? A more compassionate style of music? A more aggressive style of music? A style of music built up out of frustration and anger, the same way that punk was? Catharsism of punk. I wonder if that will carry through. I just wonder. I hear so many people talk about like what will happen when it's over. You know, what do you want to do when it's over? But to me it's important to document like what's happening right now in this very moment. And I would say a lot of people are expressing themselves through comedy, through the meme format, expressing their disbelief at the absurdism of the situation of 2020, their focus on potential World War III 1 month, the loss of a sporting legend the next month, Australian bushfires the next month, pandemic the month after that. And I believe this month now, May, a group of murder hornets are coming to Western civilization. So it's really absurd when you look at the catastrophic. And to me, there's always like a push and pull. So when in that absurd circumstance, usually is the birthplace of some incredible music. And I really feel it in my veins that this is the catalyst. 2020 might be the catalyst for some interesting music to come. I really do feel that. I kind of just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about that today. You know, what is to come, what music is being birthed out of this situation. Does the absurd circumstance that we're in harbour the right environment for new and interesting music? Watch this space. I guess I can always point and laugh when I look back. Yeah. He who is able to laugh at himself never runs out of anything to laugh at. One of the Stoics said that, I believe. I'm not sure which one. Epictetus or Seneca, maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just wanted to share those thoughts really with you today. I hope that you're keeping okay wherever you are in the world, and I thank you so much for stopping by today for this quick check-in. I will of course see you in the next video, and I appreciate you stopping by. If this video brings you any value, consider hitting the like button, the subscription button, the notification bell, and of course I will see you in the next video. So you take care of you and yours, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye now. Hi guys, good to see you today, and welcome to As Verses. My name is Jamie, and this is a music, prose, poetry vlog. Great to see you, as always. Today I just wanted to reflect as we go into another 3 weeks of lockdown here with, what we are now, May time. It was my brother's birthday yesterday, and it was basically only me and him together, as far as we could be with some distancing going on, but it was good to see him, and it was good to be able to share in some of the festivities. And one of the things that this lockdown is highlighting from me, aside from missing loved ones, is being able to perform, which I've spoken about quite a few times, and memories of performing live, missing that quite a bit. And I never realised how positive an impact performing live had in many ways. It becomes like your therapy, your cardio exercise, your opportunity to connect with friendship groups and make friends, and to immerse yourself in just positive culture that appeals to you, to see new places, to try new foods, to experience different ways of living, having to share a sleeping space with another person, a stranger, for a few hours, giving and receiving respect and compassion. This lockdown definitely highlighted the positives that have come from my experience of performing live, and the positives of touring. I think that's what it is.
Fire in this tent this evening.
And you build up such a big bond and camaraderie with the people that you choose to tour with as well. For example, Nick and me, going through the practice phases, then going into the big open world again and stepping into other people's realities for a little bit each day. And just, I think there's a lot of self-discovery that goes on through touring and performing music. And you don't quite get that from sitting in a classroom. Life experiences. I think I've learned more about life through my physical travels and touring experiences than anything else, really. Daily senseless, all with this. So when lockdown's over, I'm really looking forward to getting back to booking some shows and gigging and stuff with the various musical projects that I do. I just wanted to touch on that today, really. Being in lockdown has made me think about the positives of touring and the positives of being a touring musician. Okay, if this video brought you any value at all, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and of course I will see you in the next video. So thank you again. Take care of yourselves and the important people in your life. Thanks. Bye bye now. Good morning, my name's Jamie and welcome to As Versus Music, Prose, Poetry Vlog. Great to see you today. Hope that you're keeping as well as can be on this very bright, windy and very early morning. I'm just about to begin my duties, my key working duties. Just thought I'd check in with you for 5 minutes beforehand, talk a little bit about positive mindset, I guess. Positive mindset, especially in light of our current pandemic situation, and putting yourself out there at risk to give to others. You certainly need to have a certain amount of positive mindset, and really that is a transferable skill when it comes to gigging and touring, because there's a lot of times where there can be demoralizers when you're gigging and touring, not getting paid properly, the show's cancelled, vehicle breaks down, you don't have enough merchandise, members leave, etc. So a little bit of mental toughness helps as well, and having a kind of a positive mindset does help. and there are lots of ways to attain positive mindsets. I think there's a whole industry built on it on YouTube, so all you have to do is Google search positive mindset to find how to attain yours. But you know, things like decontextualizing a situation, remembering what you have, remembering how far you've come. Repetition is the mother of skill. There's lots of ways to alter your mindset to be in a more positive one, physically, mentally. But yeah, I guess in music, just like with key working, positive mindset is everything, you know. I've certainly had a few missed opportunities in my life because I've been in a negative headspace, or I've not wanted to engage in the conversation with people, or I've been going through something, and that's lost me a few opportunities over the years, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, so try to cultivate a positive mindset is everything, and it's not something that's easily attainable either. There is a certain level of stoicism that comes with a positive mindset, and these sort of skills and what's the word, mindsets don't just happen overnight. They happen gradually over years. And I find the best way to take the steps towards a positive mindset is to start practicing one skill at least 10 to 15 times until it starts to become second nature to you. For example, having a balanced breakfast in the morning. For example, doing your bed before you leave for work in the morning. Like Jordan Peterson says, you know, the act of having a balanced breakfast first thing in the morning helps your body be more balanced for the day ahead. The act of doing your bed, doing it up ready, is a simple exercise that leaves you feeling rewarded, that you've achieved something as soon as you've gotten up. So it kind of bolsters you on for the day ahead, you know. So yeah, but yeah, just Google positive mindsets. It's everywhere. There's so many various bits of medium in regards to understanding what positive mindset is, and having that when it comes to touring, when it comes to the various projects you're doing when you're performing music, is invaluable, really. As a beginner musician, and the positive mindset thing helps massively. Okay, didn't want to waffle on too much longer. Just wanted to bring it to a head there today to offer some advice for those people who might be starting their journeys in regards to music, recording, touring, gigging. Okay, I hope that you're doing okay. Please consider hitting the like button, the subscription button, notification bell. Of course, I'll see you in the next video. So you take care of you and yours and the important people in your life. I'll see you soon. Bye bye now.
Hi guys, and welcome to As Verses. Great to see you today. Was going to film a sleep aid video, some other type of deal to help people fall asleep on my other channel during the day, risking it. And yeah, every time I go to record, I am interrupted by the outside world. It's just, that's the way it is, that's life. But it is highly frustrating. So I thought, well, sack it off. I'll do a vlog video instead whilst I wait, right? Because that's using a little bit of your time to be productive. And that got me thinking in my old noggin, how to be productive as a musician. So in the hopes of bringing you some value today, I thought maybe I could talk a little bit about the ethos behind being productive as a musician. This video is intended for beginners, people who are new to music, new to turning their band art, music into a business maybe. I am by no means a successful musician, so full disclosure to begin with, but I have been around the block a few times through music business, signed to a few labels over the years within the punk and hardcore scene, and was established for a couple of years back in sort of 2009 to 2014 with my band at that time. So hopefully maybe I can impart a few words today that might be able to help. Okay, so being productive during the downtime. So you're booking tours, you're booking shows, you're booking gigs, you're writing music, you are recording music. Those are some of the staples of what we do as musicians, as artists, as band members. But let me list a few of the things that you might be able to do to give you that extra bit of an edge or a bit of a push, really. Because one of my great failings during touring, for example, or during the downtime in between writing music, was to not utilize the rest of the day in a lot of ways. And what I mean by that is I could have been promoting online, I could have been pushing merchandise online, I could have been advertising various gigs, interacting with fans, live streaming during the downtime, before performing, after performing. I could have been vlogging and creating more online presence. I could have been posting more and interacting more with the community and the fan base. Could have been strengthening the bonds with the people we'd met on tour. Could be recording facets of ideas for new music and logging them. But quite often what we would do is wake up with a sore head and go for food and maybe trundle around a city that we'd never seen before, which was cool as well, which was good to do. But there were better ways to make use of productivity in terms of music and the band as a business. And that is definitely one of my failings, as looking back now, is that I could have utilized that time better, I think, in a lot of ways, because there's a lot of time in the day between that half an hour of performing on stage, before and after, and sleeping and whatnot. And looking back now, I realise that I could have utilised that time better. So it's not necessarily a regret, because I didn't know any better. but and there was a lot of time for introspection. But in terms of being productive, could have been 10,000 times more productive than I was. So I really just wanted to impart this bit of advice to you as a fledgling band, artist, individual musician. There's a lot of time during the day where you can utilize that time to push whatever else you're doing, because we've got mobile devices, we have tablets, we are connected to the internet almost 24/7 now, and if you're in a position where you're able to do that, I would steal as much of that time as you can during the day where you're traveling or you're being chaperoned around, or it's not your turn to drive the vehicle and you've slept enough to get on with doing something productive that will push your music and your band that little bit further. I guess this is a plea to do in a lot of ways as well. And really, it's not till you look back and realize how, and you've analyzed the whole deal, that you can see how you needed to better utilize your time. So I just wanted, I just wanted to bring you some value today and to share that with you, because it's incredibly important. It's a plea to do, I guess. This will be under the playlist of tips and advice for musicians, I guess. Fledgling bands, really, because seasoned members always have a business savvy member in that band who's on it, who's completely on it, or they have a manager who's on it. But you use that time. That's what I'm saying. Use it 10,000% wise to push what you're doing. There's a never-ending supply of content for you to use in what you do. You just need to go macro to micro, meta. It's there. All platforms, fully engage in all platforms. Offer out raffle prizes. Tag a friend in the post and they can win something, a t-shirt, a patch, I don't know. Sort out your merchandise stocks, sort out the next gig, the next place you're going to stay, whatever you need to do that's pushing the band forward. That's what I wanted to impart on you today. No one told me how to do things. No one told us as a band back then how to do things. And I guess I just want to share this so you don't have to necessarily struggle the same way we did. In a lot of ways, or making fantastic mistakes. So I hope this video finds you well wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. You take care of yourself and the important people in your life, and see you soon. Bye bye. Hi guys, good to see you today. I hope that you're keeping as well as can be and that you are doing okay in considering the circumstances that we're under. I guess today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the value of a good soundproofed room. They are few and far between. They are highly sought after, highly valued. I am currently looking at ways in which I can soundproof a room for myself. If you have any suggestions, please drop a comment down below in the box. Or whatnot, or drop me a message or a DM or something like that, because I'm in the UK. If you might be new to this, I'm Jamie, by the way, and I am desperately in need of recording my vocals, and recording them in my car in the middle of nowhere isn't that great to do it with, really. I am kind of struggling a little bit, I guess, because I need to be in a soundproof room, and I can't really go to the studio where I work from normally, because I don't want to potentially pass anything on to the studio owner and my good friend, considering that I'm a key worker. So that's the circumstance that I am in. Is it possible to build a makeshift booth, like a soundproof booth, within your room in your house, just big enough to fit one person and a microphone in? Please let me know if that is possible, because I'm really struggling. And we all know that the egg box situation isn't going to cut it. Maybe if I had enough mattresses, maybe. But when it comes to projecting my voice, I come from a shouted and screamed background, so that's kind of my delivery. I can't sing, I cannot rap. I am good with words, relatively okay with words, and I am relatively okay at shouting. So that's where I come from in terms of verbalizing my musical performances over beats. So I'm not a lazy speaker type of poet prose. I've tried that. It just sounds horrible, trite. It just doesn't sound like it cuts it. So I want to try a more full-on approach, not aggressive, but a more immediate approach with the shouted stuff. I don't necessarily want to turn the volume up on my voice. I just want to portray it with more conviction, I think, with that the words deserve. So soundproofing is the one for me, and that's what I am checking out at the moment. I'm just throwing it out there. If you have any suggestions in terms of soundproofing, please let me know. Like something that I can kind of make work. I don't know. Mattresses is the only thing that I've come up with so far, and a small place, or to do it in the car in the middle of nowhere with a laptop and a makeshift mic. Because that's what I need to get on next. Even during lockdown, I need to get some vocals recorded. I guess that's what I really wanted to communicate to you today. I hope that you're doing all right as well. Will you let me know how you're getting on as well in the comment section? And of course, if these videos bring you any value at all, please consider liking and subscribing and hitting the notification bell if that works for you, if it works at all even. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. So you take care of you and yours, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Guys, good to see you today. Welcome to As Versus. My name is Jamie and this is a Music Prose Poetry vlog. I'm going to show you a video shortly. It's about 3.5 minutes long, working on the Oxy app to create a song for the Medusa record that I'm making with Nick. It's the second to last song. I have like 2 introspective songs so far now with the one that I'm going to show you, and my plan is with this song to maybe have some layered, textured, atmospheric vocals, so nothing that's too prominent, but we'll see what happens. The song or the piece, the collection of sounds, whatever you want to call it, the music is about 1.5 minutes long itself, I think, and it'll just be a little bit of respite. I think it's important when you're writing music that you have the push and the pull, the ebb and the flow within a collected set of work, whether it be EP, album, whatever, that you're able to have a little bit of time to respite and for one to take some time to absorb what they've been listening to before setting into the next piece. Now, if you did grindcore music, that would be a different kettle of fish. You'd have 30 songs in 30 minutes or something like that. So that wouldn't necessarily apply there. But yeah, the clip that I'm going to show you, my hopes is that maybe you can get some textured singing, atmospheric background sounds on top of it, you know, because the rest of the album is going to be quite full on with shouted, screamed vocals in a lot of ways. So it's good to, because you can get ear fatigue from listening to a full-on record. It loses its sonic impact sometimes when it's completely all out all the time. That's something that I learned early on doing like screamo electronica music, and how I learned about dynamic. I think because I always wanted to make songs like all full on and all intense and all just creating a big buzz, I lost track of the dynamic. So learning to have moments of respite in an album is important to maintain an interesting and an exciting dynamic on a record. If a record can evoke different moods, then you're doing something all right, I think. So, me purely rambling. I'm going to stop rambling now, cut to the video. There's no narrative over it. I just run you through the process of the structure of the song, the intro, the middle, the end, the 3 instruments I'm using, the notation, the pattern that I'm using for each instrument, and I'll play it through. And you can hear each instrument as well. I don't think I show you the amount of like reverb and delay and things that I've got on it, but you get the gist. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video today. You take care of you and yours, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye bye now.
Sweet.
3, 2, 1. Hi guys, and welcome to As Versus. My name is Jamie. This is a music, prose, poetry vlog. It's good to see you today. I just wanted to chime in with a quick video. Hope that you're keeping well wherever you are in the world, and if this video brings you any value whatsoever, please consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell if that is yet available on my videos. Probably not. Anyway, today I just had a quick think just prior to doing this. It would be kind of good to connect with you and to see what you're up to in terms of your creative projects. If you can let me know how you're coping with the lockdown measures that are in place in terms of being creative at the minute and being able to put your work out there. I understand a lot of people are using the digital medium, obviously, because it's a safer method, it's a more efficient method. The pros outweigh the cons for the most part. But as a musician, as a creative, I myself am unable to get to a practice space to practice my words, my poetry, my vocals. I am unable to get together with friends to jam bass guitar. I am unable to do this, that and the other in a live realm. However, I've just had to be creative and to spend time writing digitally, making music on GarageBand and various DAWs in that respect. My partner in crime, Anna, is currently doing her illustrative work in a digital way, if I'm correct in saying, right, Anna?
Yeah, hi.
So it doesn't stop the productivity of the work whatsoever. It just means that we have to be more creative in our approaches to making art. And for me, as a musician, that means that I can push certain aspects of my content, like the written word on the Instagram profile and the Twitter and stuff like that, and then just have to wait it out so I can be more vocal in practicing and performing and whatnot. I have considered doing some live streams and doing some live performances from a live streaming aspect. That is one thing that you can do. I guess another thing is that you can continue writing, tracking and demoing from your bedroom setup. You need very little to do that. All you need is your phone and the ability to record with an app on your phone, and you're good to go, and you can send files to and from your friends. Another way is you can create engagement with your fans and your community with posts, posting visuals like the graphic art, the merchandise, with engaging people in group chats. Yeah, lots of various methods. I don't suppose there's anything you can think of at all, Anna, is there?
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, but yeah, that's essentially the little bit of value that I wanted to chime in with today, is that there's always a method to be productive even during lockdowns, really. And I'm certainly trying to employ that with my regular posting and connecting with you fine folks, and in the same way that I suppose you are with your art as well, right, Anna?
Absolutely. There's always a way.
There's always a way. All right. Yeah, just wanted to chime in with that, really. I hope that you're doing okay. I appreciate you stopping by for the past 5 minutes today. I hope the remainder of your week goes okay. I will, of course, be back with the next video, and any way I can bring you value, please consider letting me know in the comment section down below if there's something in particular you would like me to cover in a video or a topic, because I have no end to topics and conversations anyway. So I'm going to stop it there. I hope that you're doing okay. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye now. Hi guys, and welcome to As Verses Music, Prose, Poetry vlog. My name's Jamie. Good to see you today. Today I wanted to talk about the ending to this record. I realised that I've pretty much got 9 structured tracks ready to go for this Medusa record, and I'm about to embark on the last track of the record. I want to keep it to about 10 tracks, just under about half an hour, because to me it's really strange how people's attention spans have shortened over time. So these days I try to keep any music I'm doing to sort of EP level, 5 songs, or if I'm doing a record I tend to keep it about 10 songs, sort of at just under half an hour, really, in the hopes that the listener's attention span is there and that the songs are crafted enough to deliver what they need to deliver. Now, on that subject of well-crafted songs and needing to deliver on the final song, just thinking through a vibe in my head before I begin the last song, and I am thinking of taking it in the direction of some spoken word, prose, poetry stuff. Thinking that the song can be in 2 halves, I should say. So the first half eliciting a certain mood for about 2 minutes or something like that, and the second half being full on intensity until it fades out. That's what I'm thinking structure wise for the last song, because it will be a nice way to end. You know, the song builds up slowly, reaches a peak, hits almighty intensity and fades out, kind of like how life is. There's no real colouring as such to the music. It's more of a feeling of gentle versus intensity, I think, for me. So to have a purposeful rhythm to the beat, not too fast, but enough to be able to be verbal over, I think, or at least to have a narrative to speak over for a couple of minutes, and then for it to kick in, and for the verbose nature of the vocal delivery to be stripped back, and to deliver just a very simple but very raw vocal performance. That's what I'm thinking, The Tale of Two Cities or something like that, but in a song form, I guess. And I think I'd like to incorporate some maybe live guitar on it, or at least some live guitar feedback. I think that would be pretty good. And I'm attempting to write this record from a position of chords on a guitar rather than programming MIDI hits this time, although the bass might be programmed. Again, I kind of prefer my bass being kind of almost at a sub level, so that's where like the mixture of electronics and live instrumentation comes together. So that's kind of where I'm up to with it, really. Those are my thoughts on the closing song, and how I'm going to approach the closing song. If you've ever written an album, a record, an EP, a single, tell me how you approach the opening song and the closing song on your record. Do you go with a particular headspace in mind? Do you just see where your mood and emotions are prior to creating? Kind of interested to know. Okay, just a quick one. Just wanted to check in. I hope that you're keeping well wherever you are in the world. And if this video brings you any value, any distraction, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Please consider hitting the notification bell if possible. And I thank you. I hope that you're doing okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, and welcome to As Verses. My name's Jamie. This is a music prose poetry vlog. Good to see you today. Today I wanted to talk about influences. So obviously when it comes to music and art and expression, influences takes on a role of its own in terms of things that modify and change what we create. Now I'm curious to know whether you have influences outside of the music that you create. Like for me, with like the shouted spoken word electronic stuff, there's obviously a bunch of poets and artists that do influence me. You know, the Heartworm Press, for one of them, the work of Wes Icehold. You know, Levi McAllister's work is another listener. And a number of UK artists as well, and a lot of Welsh artists. However, in terms of outside of music, I do have certain writers that influence what I create, I think, and I do have certain thinkers and I guess motivators or motivational speakers that influence the way that I put down words. Of recent times, it's been Stoic ideas, so the work of Seneca, the work of Marcus Aurelius, the work of Epictetus, all very grounded in practicality, and so it speaks to my masculine image of myself, I guess. Also grew up being influenced by the fantastic, influenced by nature, being out in nature, delving into science fiction, definitely horror, whether it be like comic books, whether it be movies, whether it be novels. Music wise, I always wanted to create my own version, an album's version of cool survival horror songs, I guess. So odd, right? You know, but that's something my brain wanted to reproduce growing up, because I held horror and survival horror in such high regards as influences on me musically. It's bizarre, I guess, but I feel that way about the fantastic. More so I feel myself branching more into the discovery of self and the discovery of the world and the universe around us as more of a conscious effort, as opposed to a way that I try to interpret the thoughts and the patterns in my head. So I find that influencing me quite a bit musically. Beats wise, like instrumental music wise, I really go off of the way that I feel with my mood. So it's not really so much like visual, say for example. It's more of what sort of mood I'm in when it comes to making beats and making instrumental music. And then the written stuff is largely informed by what I'm consuming outside, I guess, of music, if that makes sense. Sorry, I realise this is probably sounding very pretentious right now, so maybe that's a good idea to stop there, right? Trying out the short format video currently, just to see how it's working out in terms of attention span and whatnot as well. Okay, appreciate you stopping by today. I hope that you're alright. I hope that you and the important people in your life are keeping okay. And I hope that if you have a minute to hit the like and subscribe button, the notification bell if possible as well. Thank you. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. You take care of you and yours. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, welcome to As Verses. Good to see you today. My name is Jamie. This is a Music Prose Poetry vlog, and today is a quick update. Want to first of all send out my apologies to any regular viewers. Been doing the daily grind as a key worker, so here in the UK, so I've been providing support and care and that sort of stuff, all that good stuff.
which hasn't left me with enough time to upload on a daily schedule, which has turned into a few weeks that have passed by. So I just wish to express my apologies to regular viewers of the channel. Thanks for bearing with me. In terms of music and whatnot, I haven't done an awful lot whatsoever. I have been all systems go with the key working duties, and it hasn't left a lot of time to practice stuff. And that's the level that I'm at now, is that I've got all of my beats and instrumentals together. I've got all of my words and everything. I just need to start practicing them. I need to be in a practice room being able to verbalize that stuff loudly, and that is not the case at the moment, at least for another month at least, I'd imagine, right? I don't want the UK to release lockdown too soon, to be honest with you, because we'll see a second wave undoubtedly, right? More than likely. And it wouldn't be good because we'd be in lockdown for longer. I mean, the only certainty we have is when we have a decent enough vaccine in place. Okay, I'm going to get back to the music stuff. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks for bearing with me. Love to you all. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hi guys, welcome to As Verses. My name's Jamie. This is a music, prose, poetry vlog. Kind of informal at the moment because we're stationary due to lockdown. The 3 and 4 months in currently. But anyway, thank you for joining us today. Hopefully you're keeping as well as can be. Kind of recording on the fly because I want to make sure that I get stuff uploaded. And I've kind of dropped the ball for about 2 weeks on it, as I said in the last one. So I'm just trying to get stuff recorded on the fly and trying to integrate it much more into my daily life as well, and just trying to center it around just living through this at the moment, because as I said in the last vlog, I've sorted out my music, I've sorted out my lyrics. I just need to practice it in a room, and I can't do that at the moment because a lot of people, including myself, are isolating or on lockdown. Even though I'm a key worker and I still work, when I'm not working, I'm trying to minimize the amount of time I'm spending outside. But I do get to spend lots of time with Anna, and that's all right, isn't it?
Hey.
Or the claw. So that's a benefit, a bonus, a privilege and a pleasure. I was thinking maybe one day I could interview you, if that's possible, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Just to ask you a bunch of random nonsense about music and art and creativity and stuff like that. But yeah, so my car broke down over the weekend, which was super rubbish. But Anna rescued my bacon, thank you so much, by helping me out with lifts and stuff. So my car's been in the garage and it's all sorted and it's all serviced and it's ready to go again. And it kind of had me thinking about some value that I could bring you in the vlog today in a roundabout way, and that being in terms of vehicles and being on the road as a touring or gigging musician. And always make sure that you have great breakdown cover and fully comprehensive insurance, whether you're hiring a vehicle, whether you're buying a vehicle.
whether you're driving around the UK or Europe once lockdown and COVID-19 pandemic has passed, because it's invaluable. Vehicles do break down. It's likely that it will happen at some point. The more that you tour, the chances of you having a vehicle that breaks down is going to increase. From my experience, I don't know how many times I've been traveling around and my car's broken down, or the van's broken down, or I've had to siphon water from a public toilet in the middle of Poland in early March when all the pipes are frozen, just to get the radiator working, sort of thing, on one of the convoy vans. Yeah, make sure that you've got contact details. Make sure that you've got a great insurance company that offers European coverage as well as UK coverage. So yeah, my recommendation is read a lot of other people's experiences of touring. That's what I did. Plan your journeys. Plan your plan A, B, and C, just in case things go wrong. Vehicles overheat, things break down, vehicles get broken into, gear stolen. Always make sure that you have a replacement vehicle at hand. If you have any more questions, though, I'm quite happy to engage in the conversation in the comment section below. So that would be kind of cool. If this video brings you any value as a beginning musician or a beginner artist on the road, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button, even the notification bell as well. And as I said, let me know what your experiences are of vehicles and being on the road. And yeah, I'll leave it there and see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. You take care of yourself and the important people in your life. Bye for now.
Hi guys, and welcome to As Versus. My name is Jamie and this is a Music Pros Poetry vlog. Today I want to talk to you about some ideas on budgeting whilst you're touring, whether you are a band, musician, artist, doing it with a group of people or solo. I want to talk about some money saving tips, or some ideas that really helped me during my years of touring around the UK, doing the toilet circuit in a hardcore punk band, touring around Europe, playing squats and small venues, often for very little or no money or petrol money to get us to the next show. So to begin with, try and book your shows in logical order, geography wise. So your first show will start in one city and the next show might be, I don't know, no more than 100 miles away in the next city, so that you're able to do a massive loop rather than driving backwards and forwards to different venues. And you'll find yourself able to save money not sitting in traffic either and feeling demoralized, and obviously saving petrol money not zigzagging around. If you are just playing for petrol money, you can sort yourself out with a big case of dried goods prior to going on the road, so you can take meals pre-packed and tinned ready with you, and you can always cook on the road. You know, if you have access to a kettle at the venue, or a stove, or a jet boil situation, like, I found it to be a lot easier doing that and saving a lot more money. I think on one, maybe 2 week tour or something like that, I'd saved like £50 in what I would normally have spent on like McDonald's drive-thrus and Tesco meal deal sandwiches. That's another thing I'd say as well, is if you're branching out into sandwiches for lunch, for example, buy big multi-pack rolls from the shop, you know, BAPs. Buy a big pack of like cheese or whatever your dietary requirements allow, rather than buying individual meal deals. We were able to save a lot more money buying in bulk that way, and then just assembling our sandwiches in the van. Same with water or any drinks, buy multi-packs and then keep them in storage in the van. If you want to buy merchandise from other bands and you're low on money, consider asking them to swap a merchandise item with one of your merchandise items. So if you're really into their t-shirt design, ask them if you could swap one of your t-shirt designs with theirs. That seemed to work really well. Bring a jar of coffee with you. I found that it really helped. That you could stop at service stations and pick up hot water for free as well, which was really revolutionary to me, that you could have free hot water from service stations. Try to avoid toll roads if you can. The journey is longer without using toll roads, but you save a lot, especially if you're doing like a month of touring at a time. My mind's gone slightly blank now. If you have any other sort of suggestions or questions, maybe you could let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not going to waffle on too long, just wanted to add a few things there. If you want further tips, please let me know, and I'll do another video on some money saving ideas. So thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and the important people in your life. Bye bye now. Hi guys, and welcome to As Versus. My name's Jamie. Good to see you today. How are you doing? Hopefully you're well. I've just literally finished a new beat, and I've tracked some spoken word vocal to it, and I've let Anna just give her feedback.
Woo, yeah!
I can't describe what it feels like to have someone who's so enthusiastic and yet brutally honest give you good feedback. It means the world, really. I appreciate that, Anna. I'm going to attach a clip of it at the end of this video as well, for you guys to hear as well. And if you would be so kind as to give some brutally honest feedback, I won't be offended or hurt or anything. I just want to be able to mesh electronica and beat music with spoken word. So that sort of constructive feedback helps me. And what you're kind of going at it with that at the moment, aren't you yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some tattooing of myself later. Not that I would condone anyone do that in their own home.
I feel like I want to drag you on camera, but at the same time, it's probably better not to, for your own privacy and stuff like that.
Right now, yeah, I'm just in the middle of drawing, but another time for sure.
Maybe you could give us the V for Victory sign. Cool. Yeah, so today I went for a COVID-19 coronavirus swab test in which I had to put a swab down my throat, and I almost gagged immediately because it has to go past your teeth and onto your tonsils at the back. I don't think I've ever shoved chocolate that far down my throat in my life. But yeah, it was good to do. The whole process was a bit intimidating at first, but everyone that was there was really helpful. I think I would have rather have passed the swab to someone else to do, because I feel like I reluctantly had to make myself gag, which I did. It did go far enough to make me have that sensation, but I think I would have rather a professional did it, because I had to tilt my head back and shove this thing down my throat, so to speak. But the test seems quite straightforward. And I think it's going to be, with being a key worker, I think it's going to be an updated thing as well. So hopefully in another couple of weeks I'll get another one again and just stay on top of it as well. I'm glad that we're getting them to this part of the world, and hopefully quite regularly as well. How are you doing? How's your creativity going, Anna?
Slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, really slow. But it's still going, so that's something.
Yeah, I hear that. I hit a wall earlier as well, guys, in terms of I was producing and creating spoken word stuff, and I felt like
Sorry, my
oh yeah,
iPad has just died on me.
Oh, no way. That's what happens when there's when you don't charge your materials. But yeah, I felt like I hit a wall earlier in terms of creativity and vocal performances, and it kind of made me feel a bit gutted. But I think I might have found like a footing with this new stuff. I'll show you in a second anyway, guys, to see what you guys think of it anyway. But yeah, you genuinely into it, are you, Anna?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I just want you to
Finish it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I got another one I need to show you in a little bit as well, because I think that might need just a little bit of input. It's kind of a bit more heavier, I guess, but
yeah, awesome. Look forward to hearing it.
yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to transition over to the beat so you guys can hear that. Hope that you're keeping well wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for stopping by. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short so I can get them updated daily and maybe keep your attention for a little bit. If you prefer longer videos, let me know as well. Video brings you any distraction, enjoyment, help in any way, please consider hitting the like button, subscription button, notification bell if that's at all even possible at 49 subscribers. But anyway, wherever, I love you. I hope they have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Here I am with this person, fully realizing that he is lost amongst a sea of people. He is desperately trying to understand their social norms from one context to another.
To him, it's nothing short of aphasia. And there are no lifeboats on this ocean of moral platitudes. He is conduction, not convection, and he desperately barters his affinity with this person. These tokens make him feel safe. The predictability, the identifiable. Sometimes he rejects it and sometimes he doesn't. Duly put, he's undying in his search for the reliable. The neurological pathways for his peace of mind. Self-care is his Dragged out of a warm semi-liquid sack of safety at birth. Isn't anxiety the first emotion we feel?
Here I am, with this person, fully realizing that he is lost amongst a sea of people. He's desperately trying to understand their social norms from one context to another.
To him, it's nothing short of aphasia. And there are no lifeboats on this ocean of moral platitudes. He is conduction, not convection. And he desperately barters his affinity with this person. These tokens make him feel safe. The predictability, the identifiable. Sometimes he rejects it and sometimes he doesn't. Duly put, he's undying in his search for the reliable. The neurological pathways for his peace of mind. Self-care is instinctual to some and not to others. So the earth offers up undivided healing for him. To him, his life always held a pleasant little caveat of heaven and hell, and that change is good for the most part. But under iridescent grounds of subtle pain left its mark in all honesty. He's a prodigy, a multi-soul pedigree, passing on particulars and prepping volition. A bric-and-brac bearer of nations, a bric-and-brac bearer of attrition. I'm gonna drink a coffee. Dragged out of a warm semi-liquid sack of safety at birth. Isn't anxiety the first emotion we feel?
Check, check, check! Check!